to hurt me!
Don't bother trying to hide.
Leave this to me! Right.
Don't bother trying to hide.
Leave this to me!
My scion.
A voice chimes in your head. The same voice you heard beneath the blue oak.
Is this your choice? To conceal your true identity, become immortal, and shield those who shall ultimately betray you. But, my scion, the order you see is merely the order that has been defined. The order fabricated out of the nothingness by Tiamat and Bahamut. Your birth was outside of that order. They are trying to bury you, just as they have buried me. My name is Undergur. I am your father. Come, my scion. This corrupt order of old ought to have been toppled long ago. We should join forces and tear off that domineering dragon god's wings, sending her plunging into the abyss, and then create a new order.
Losenia's chest softly rises and falls. It looks as though she's drifted off to sleep. As you're poised to rouse her, a familiar voice rings out from the silvery tower ahead.
Here you are. I have a matter of import that I wish to entrust to you. Did you spy the tower behind me? Perhaps you've already caught its name. The Silvery Tower, hallowed sanctuary of the Sheen Elves. 5,000 years ago, the Moon Goddess blessed us with the two towers. By the Silvery Tower's radiant power and the Dusky Tower's necrotic power, balance was attained. Chaos's corruption was suppressed. 5,000 years ago, the Moon Goddess blessed us with the two towers. By the Silvery Tower's radiant power and the Dusky Tower's necrotic power, balance was attained. Chaos's corruption was suppressed. Thus, until the day of Skyfire 300 years ago, the Aethercane was Adenthia's last sacred land. The Child of Chaos's meteorite crystal fell upon the material plane, ripping chasms in the seabed and awakening the ancient Abyssalossus. The Abyssalossus's power fuels the Dusky Tower, tipping the balance askew in favor of the forces of darkness. Thus, it falls to me to bolster the Silvery Tower, doing my utmost to maintain the fragile balance of the two towers. The Abyssalossus's power fuels the Dusky Tower, tipping the balance yet my power is finite. The delicate balance has begun to crumble. Someone must enter the Dusky Tower and weaken the necrotic power. Only then shall balance be restored. Failing that, the two towers shall collapse, chaos shall invade, and the order established by Bahamut and Tiamat shall be toppled by chaos. Enter the Dusky Tower and activate the portal. That will generate a link between the two towers, allowing the Silvery Tower's power to flow into the Dusky Tower and suppress the necrotic power. You probably still have questions at this point, but I believe that once you access the Dusky Tower, the answers you seek will surely surface. Blessed by the Moon Goddess's radiance, Sheen Elves cannot set foot in the Dusky Tower of Necrosis. Hence, my only hope is a proficient Outlander. And as an Outlander beyond the touch of necrotic power, who is possessed of great might and abundant wisdom, able to tackle such crises. Clearly, you are the perfect candidate. I trust that you'll make the right decision. I shall grant you an elven ship. With it, you can sail out to sea and search for the Dusky Tower. Farewell. We shall meet again.
Hearing your call, Losenia stirs sluggishly from her slumber.
In Crescent. I'll protect it. In Crescent. What just happened?
You recount to Losenia the events that transpired, being trapped by a mysterious magic nexus and Mithras's appearance.
What? Grandmother? Did Grandmother go back?
Losenia lowers her eyes, betraying her disappointment.
I don't really know. Supposedly it was possible in the past, but after Grandmother sealed herself away in the Silvery Tower, nobody could set foot inside. It's almost as though the tower is locked from the inside. So then, Traveler, the Dusky Tower is your next destination, yes? I'm sorry, but not really. I know only that the Moon Goddess created the two towers, and that the Dusky Tower emits necrotic power. It's not a place Sheen Elves can even approach. You can set sail in the ship Grandmother gave you. As for locating the Dusky Tower, do you possess a monopole compass, Traveler?
Monopole compass. That name jogs your memory. You remember the broken compass Filto gave you, tucked away in your pocket. You retrieve the broken monopole compass from your pocket and hand it to Losenia.
Yes, that's it. Precisely as Filto described. Oh, you know Filto too? How's he faring? I heard my brother arrested him for theft, but it couldn't be, unless... You needn't fret. Grandmother trusts you. I'll not tell a soul you have a monopole compass. Filto is such a kindly sort. He was always telling me he'd find a monopole compass and take me away to see the wide world outside. But, in truth, I'm far too afraid to leave Crescent. The dream is a fine one, but to actually take those steps, it's altogether different. I rather envy you, traveler. Once this compass is repaired, you'll be ready to set sail in search of the Dusky Tower. Lakuni to the east ought to be abundant in sailors apt to mend the compass. The port out to sea is there anyway, so you'd do well to head there. I must tell my brother of what transpired today, about those strange monsters. I bid you farewell. See you, traveler. May Moon Goddess guide you.
The elf princess turns and leaves, and the silvery tower falls silent once again.